Welcome back to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro, Jay.
You know it.
Look, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are true here, you already know what to do. Get your smokes, get your drinks, but make sure you've liked, comment, and subscribed. Your ass should already be
subscribe.
Let's
go.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Y'all should already know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, okay? We're Trending Topics Podcast. If you don't like a topic today, you'll like a topic tomorrow. So do not forget to like and subscribe right now. And hit that notification bell so you can stay abreast of bing, all the new episodes we got coming up. All right. So I'm just going to jump right in there and say thank you for all the subscribers. Jay and I have we're just over 700.
Yeah, that was the goal.
Right?
Thank you.
That was the goal. And
that was the
really,
goal.
Thank you, everybody who's coming back to watch us and also subscribing to our channel. Thank you. Please continue to support us. We're a small channel. Just keep coming through. And also for those of you are new, you do not have to drink and smoke, okay? We welcome sober people too. Subscribe, like, comment. We definitely love the comments too, okay?
Yep, and we do this weekly, except 1 week that we take time for ourselves to handle family business, our own business, stuff like that. But then after that, we back rolling. So we do our 3 weeks, and then you might see us gone a week, or sis might drop a solo joint or something.
Right.
In the meantime, it's always something.
Yep.
But we want to make sure that we take care of our mentals first.
That's right.
That way we can be well for you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, okay? So before we jump into it, we are a podcast, y'all. So look, I just want you to know, we're going to have timestamps on the video, but, sometimes we like to have a little banter in the beginning. But please understand, we are going to talk about what's in the title. And today, y'all already know, everybody's anxious to hear it's about the Diddy Trial. The new Diddy Trial that popped up. It's jury selection time, okay? And then after that, it's going to be your boy Smokey Robinson. He in a little bit of trouble as well. We will get to that, all right? So that is what's coming up for y'all, okay? But like I said, if you don't like it, feel free to go to the actual topic. There'll be timestamps. Okay? All right. What's going on, bro?
Man, look, my hamstring is killing me. Thanks to good old Bruno back here.
Oh, yeah, his fault.
I'm talking about you.
That's our co-host
Bruno had me running, chasing after him. And don't chase after a dog in Crocs. That just doesn't work.
Yeah, Crocs are that no support there. No support
my
on
goodness,
the
it was.
area.
It was just slid. He hit the move on me. Pop, pop. Yeah. He hit a little crossover on me. Wop, wop. And I just
Oh man.
I was laying there like somebody done hit me.
Damn. How long did it take you to get up though?
Oh wow. And good thing Bruno stopped and looked at me like, dang.
Damn, messed up.
Dang, you all right over there?
Right.
That's basically what he was saying. You all right over there? But he knew that something happened, and he didn't go nowhere. He just stood there, just sat there, and waited for me to get up. Actually, I didn't get up. I rode to him.
Oh, yeah, the road. Did it lick you at least? Give you a little lick?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Papa.
One little lick. You know what I'm saying? But I was supposed to bowl this weekend, and I was trying to, but I can't do it, Those type of things, injuries, takes time to heal.
They do, and you got to rest yourself.
I'm starting to feel better, though. It's been a week and a half. But it's still there. It's like a little knot in the hamstring. It's still a little there.
Somebody rub that out.
Yeah,
somebody rub that out for you, bro.
I be icing it, stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, man, everything's good. Anyway, go check my mail. And now usually I look at my mail and USPS can let you, if you sign up for it, you can see your mail scanned and the email. Mm-hmm. So I'm at work. I said, okay, I got one piece of mail. Let me see what it is. Open mail up. That joint said, jury duty. Real fat right across the envelope. I was extra blown. You know why? Because Mom brought it up that you had. And I said, whoo.
Just recently.
I said, whoo, glad I ain't. I hope I don't get that joint. That shit, bam.
Show you right.
Got me.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's the worst thing since sliced bread to get jury duty in that mail, y'all. Only because I hear there are people who enjoy it.
There's people do love civil service, civil duty.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people.
No. All right, don't get me wrong. I'm not one. I know I'm one of them people. I would, if I did get picked, I think I would enjoy it because I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like going and being there all day if I ain't doing nothing.
Facts.
You got me sitting there all day wasting money.
Yeah.
It's about 100 other people in there. They acting the fool. They getting frustrated. They arguing, yelling, cussing on the phone or bad about something.
Right.
And I'm hungry. You can't go nowhere till they say, break for lunch, or you can't go all day long. Yep. That's the only thing I don't like about jury. I ain't never been picked now. I've been in the room, jury thing. They said,
you never even went back to the courtroom?
No, that's what I'm saying. I went to the courtroom.
Oh, okay, you went to the courtroom.
We all went to the courtroom. Our group.
Oh, your group, right.
And then, we sat in the back. And then you can't hear what they're saying. They cut the little white noise thing on. They
Yeah.
And then they looking.
Yeah.
And I said, and I'm not, please don't. Look, I ain't got time for this. Please don't pick that. And they must looked at my black ass like, no. And I was like, good.
Yeah, well.
You just went through it.
I just went and I got picked. I just went and I got picked
don't rub that bastard on me.
I just got lucky because it just so happened that I got picked and I got all the way into the deliberation room the next day with my crowd, with my crew, and the girl was like, nah. So whatever, I guess she pled or did a plea, and they came in and was like, all right, y'all can go home.
Nah, I mean, she didn't want no trial.
She didn't want no trial. Nah, she just went ahead and pled.
Okay, and what kind of was it? Mixed jurors with young, old, black, white?
It was Hispanic, black. It was like two white women, couple Hispanic guys, and then the rest was like black women and a couple black men.
Oh, okay.
Maybe about one black man. I don't even think it was a couple. I think it was just one black man in it. And maybe I don't know if the other one he was invisible.
They just mixed it up. So
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because it was a black girl who was on trial. So I guess they had to stirred it up. Man, I was blown because I was praying not to get picked the whole time, but it worked out in my favor because I didn't even have to really do the trial. But it was only gonna be 1.5 days anyway. So yeah, that was pretty fun, and I was there all day. I thought I was clear. 1:30, almost 2 o'clock came. I thought I was good. I said, one more hour and 30 minutes. Man, called my damn group, Hot Pink Group.
What?
Yeah.
Hot Pink Group.
They give you colors now. They don't do it by the group on your thing.
They
categorize you in colors. And some people get cards, some people don't. If you get a card, they'll call your color when the bailiff come and they get y'all. And then that's when they do your selection. But it all depends on when the judge is ready for you and stuff. So, yeah, that's what happened. But I got out of it. Thank God. One girl in my group got 4 days on a civil case.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd she do that?
Because she was in that group. The group, they assigned a civil case and they assigned a...
Oh, so somebody got signed anyway in the group. Everybody.
Almost, yeah. A lot of people, some people didn't get cards.
Okay, so, hold on. The people in your group, there's a bunch of y'all. Some of them didn't even have nothing. Some had a silver case and some had a joint like you.
Yeah, so how they did it this time, because before they just went by your group number, I think. But now they don't do it that way. They just go down a list of names and they call you. They like, okay, here's everybody. These are the names. I'm going to get the orange card. You get the orange card. These are the names. I'm going to get the red card. They let you know already what kind of case it's going to be that you're being assigned to. Is it going to be civil? Is it going to be criminal? Is it going to be criminal appeals? Things like that. So mostly it was civil and criminal appeals on that Monday because it was like 300 people in there. It was damn near 300 people in there. So it was packed. Every seat filled, right? And so I literally got one of the last groups, which was damn hot pink. I was pissed. And then the red group and the hot pink group was technically the only group that I know that got called. Maybe one more group when I was gone. That was it. Everybody else probably got to go home. Yeah, so...
Well, they went home at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, right. But it was damn near the end of the day.
Oh, okay.
It was damn near.
So they had y'all sitting most of the day.
Pretty much. I ain't get to go into the back until almost 2 o'clock.
God, I'd be blown.
Yeah. But hopefully that don't happen to you. But what day is it? A Monday? Which day? Because they said...
Mine's on a Thursday.
Oh, you good then. Oh, you'll be fine.
Thursday.
You know why? Because on Thursdays, they don't need that many jurors.
Yeah, and it's close to the weekend.
But when it's Monday or Tuesday, your ass getting picked. Okay? That's for y'all to know. Y'all just learned some information just now. Just dropped some gems. Okay? So... Now that we done discussed our jury duty experience, this gonna glide us right on into Diddy. Right on into Diddy. Your boy Diddy, his trial has commenced, even though the 12th is when they do the opening statement. So that's when the trial actually technically starts. But for now, they're doing jury selection. And it's sounding like a really grueling process. They're saying they're doing rounds and rounds and rounds of jury selection. They're looking for 18 jurors and like 3 alternates or something like that. I don't know. Maybe 12. I don't know how many. It sounds like they're trying to get a lot of people. And some people making it in, some people not. I don't know. I don't understand how some of these people even sliding in there because, they have to ask you questions pertaining to the case. on how it goes. So they'll ask you like, hey, do you know this celebrity, or do you live in a specific area?
Right,
or,
right.
Can you read or write? Do you have trouble reading, listening, hearing, anything? Different things. And there are some people in there who are really like, far as the Diddy case, like, oh yeah, well, I don't think I could stop smoking marijuana for 8 weeks and shit. Right? And they literally let him off.
Yeah.
And that let me know. I'm like, okay, because see, my excuse didn't work when I was in jury duty. Okay? Mm-hmm. My excuse was, look, time sensitive work. I'm the only person that does my work. Ain't no way I could be out a long time. But they still pick my ass. I guess because they figure it was only going to be one day. But that's how they do it, y'all. So this is how they're going through Diddy's jury selection process. They picking people. One person I saw said they'd rather be home. They got sleep apnea and they want to binge watch Star Wars. Whether they got picked or not, I don't know.
Dang, I can't even use that. No, I love Star Wars.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Because, they'll tell you nothing's more important than your civil duty.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what they're going to tell you. That your job don't mean shit at this point while you're in here.
Right.
We're going to give you this paper and they're going to take it.
And they heard it all.
Yeah.
Trust me, they probably heard every excuse in the book.
No, every excuse.
Yeah.
They said, look, the orientation lady, I'm sorry, I don't want to get off Diddy, y'all, but the orientation lady was like, yeah, somebody came there drunk. And messed up off something and got on the 3-horse statue with no pants on. Took his pants off, got on the statue, rode that joint.
What? Yeah. Just so he get off?
Yeah, I guess people will go in there and act crazy because they figure if they loony as hell or they think they not right. And that's what they doing in the Diddy case, y'all. They going in there saying whatever to get off. And for that, I don't blame them, right? Because y'all know the Diddy case supposed to last 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's two months.
2 months. Yeah. What about my job?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe my job will
and the
be
court
there.
ain't gonna pay you the equal up to your job.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody ain't got no
PTO. Like
PTO.
2 months of PTO. And they said they doing Diddy's Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. So that means ain't even no room for your day job if you got a job during the day.
That is your day job.
That's it. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Luckily, they went up. They went up $30 on the.
What you mean went up 30? So it's 60?
Oh no, it's $30.
Oh that's only $5 when it went up. Yeah, it was $25.
So it was $25 last you went? Yeah. It was $15 when I went last.
Yeah, that's $25.
That's crazy. I don't know what they paying.
That's what Pops got.
Oh, he got the $25. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know what they paying Diddy's jurors or nothing. Y'all.
$30.
Yeah.
For one day, all the. Yeah,
I know. Like
crazy.
It's crucial. It's crucial. So yeah, some people are really. They making their excuses to get out, and some people, some fanatics are probably trying to slip in there. They said somebody from the HBO documentary, I guess, in the pool, but they about to kick her out. I guess because they doing documentaries on Diddy all over the place.
So
Tubi, all that.
I guess they don't look into people before they send summons out.
No,
they just send it out. It just so happened, just their luck, they got somebody that's working on a documentary.
Just their luck. All of a sudden, people sliding in there
crazy.
Somehow. Yeah. And then there's people talking
and
about...
that would help her out.
It would.
If she was on the trial.
It would, because, they say people usually, especially when they're on high-profile trials like this, they're writing books afterwards.
Yeah.
Because after you
making money off that
you get off the trial, you're free to talk about whatever you want.
Yeah.
Once they're convicted.
You can make that money.
Yeah. All the inside details, you can go and spill it. Spill it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Now... Besides the jury part, so that's where they at right now. We don't know more. I don't know much more than that other than about, how they choosing the jury selection. Now, what I do know is they definitely named and asked these jurors, these potential jurors, about a certain select amount of celebrities. Okay? So I'm going to name a few of these celebrities that was named so y'all can know. Kanye West. Well, we already know Cassie is involved because she's victim number 1. Michael B. Jordan, which I was surprised to hear that Michael B. Jordan is being named in the case. Not for anything, not that he did anything wrong.
Right.
Mike Myers, you remember the dude Austin Powers?
Yeah, Austin Powers. Yeah,
Austin Powers dude.
Let's go remember.
Kid Cudi, y'all already know he got his shit blowed up messing with Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Aubrey O'Day, that was the Danity Kane shit. Lauren London, Nipsey Hussle's girlfriend / wife, whatever they was. She's been named. Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. The churchified one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what is going on with her? Why is she involved? Don Richard, we already know that's Danity Kane or whatever. Justin Combs, his son, Christian Combs, and Dallas Austin. So all of these people are also being asked about to the jurors. So clearly, in some way, shape, or form, they're affiliated with the case. Now, here's what I know about Michael B. Jordan, okay? Michael B. Jordan had a little date with Cassie one day. Just so happened Cassie was in. Let me tell you something. When Cassie was with, she knew she was gonna piss him off. Now you know he done blowed up. Yeah. He done blowed up Kid Cudi car, and then you gonna put Michael B. Jordan at risk too? She went on a date with this man knowing your dude crazy. What's wrong with you?
Tripping.
Anyway, yeah. So basically, Diddy called and threatened Michael B. Jordan, and that's how he's involved. So I don't know whether he gonna come and stand by that and be like, hey, yeah, he did call me, told me he was gonna give me pneumonia, snap my neck, whatever. I don't know. There ain't gonna be 17
17 stories off the building.
I don't know what he was gonna do, but he threatened him like, get away from my chick, dude. And you already know Michael B. Jordan now, y'all. If y'all sing Sinners, put it in the comments, cause
Sinners is like that.
That's like that.
Yeah,
he a big dude. He a big name.
Yeah,
he's a big name. He done got far. So those are the people that they've been asking the jurors about whether they know them or not or whatever. Like, I mean, come on. I guess if they do personally know them, then they supposed to tell them because of mistrials. Mistrials. That's what we don't want. And this is what I feel.
And that can very easily happen with anything, any mishap. Anything
Absolutely.
That slips through the crack will be a mistrial.
If they lie, if even if a juror don't show up, they said if a juror don't come, it could end up being a mistrial too. So it's a lot of ways that there could be mistrials. Okay, so and this is what they're trying to avoid, right? But now the question is, how can we avoid that? Okay, if y'all letting these folk go home with all this commentary surrounding,
right?
So there has been some conversations surrounding
whether too much talk.
Sequester. Keep them in one place. Yeah. No phone.
Sometimes that's what they do. Certain cases, that's what they do.
That's what they got to do.
They confine them in one hotel.
Right.
And take the TVs out. I don't think they get phones.
Yeah.
They give them food. They got the bed. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's the only way.
Yeah.
Because it's constantly being talked about. It's constantly on TV, on the radio. You got podcasts now. It's coming through your phone.
Facts.
Twitter, TikTok.
And it's on the news.
That's what I said.
They literally doing live, talking about like the case.
Yeah.
Right, it like blow by blow. So it's like it's everywhere you turn, you can't escape it.
No.
Yeah, you can't escape that. Now another part I want to bring up because I really feel like there's a lot of things that's going to help. So here's the target for Diddy. Here's where Diddy is saying, this is what I'm going to do from here on out because I need to look innocent enough to get off. I need them to believe that I'm better than what they saying I am. So, number one, we going to talk about what they got your boy wearing. They got him wearing a blue pullover. Just a regular blue sweater like pullover. Mm-hmm. And I guess some regular slacks, like very regular, giving choir boy, church boy. Okay? They got church boy Diddy in the court right now. Then, not only, they doubled down on that because he had to wear that 2 days in a row. And he ain't even come to court the next day with nothing. Now, you already know how Diddy dapper in the mug.
Yeah.
Now, he gonna dress his ass up.
Well, it's best that he did not.
That he don't. Come in there flashy, right, with all that jewelry
that'd have been, that wouldn't have been good luck.
It wouldn't.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, he still think he the shit, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Throw the book at him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw the book at his ass. So that's one thing, and a lot of people say that, yeah, he's definitely got that choir boy situation. Now, how that's going to work, because you know the route that his lawyer is taking is that he's had a completely 100% consensual relationship with Cassie and whoever else the other chicks is that they naming in the lawsuit, right? I mean, in the whole court thing. Mm-hmm. So he's saying he's a swinger.
Yeah, freak.
Yeah, he's a swinger. Meaning they both collect sex workers together. Everything that he done, they agreed to do. They do it together. Yeah. So they trying to normalize the thought that he's not a sexual deviant. He is doing what Cassie's into too. He into it. Cassie was into it. Gina was into it. Every Young Miami was into it. I know she was in it.
Oh yeah.
She was into it, right? So that's the angle that they're taking, okay? And I feel like, to be honest, it may work, it may not work.
Man, look, Again, I said this months ago. Diddy ain't the only one throwing these sex parties.
No, yeah.
He the one that just got caught up on some other type stuff. Especially with the type of money these actors, actresses, singers, rappers, R&B, amount of money they got, they do it. Especially, I guarantee, and I hate to say, Usher, I guarantee he had nasty parties at his joint because he a freak.
I heard Jamie Foxx do it too. Did it too?
Yeah.
Say Jamie Foxx.
Come on now.
You know, he had parties at his joint. They all got big ass mansions. What you think they doing in them? Just saying. What they need 16 rooms for? You tell me. A mansion with 16 rooms, y'all. What y'all need 16 rooms for? You feeding the homeless?
Man,
huh?
Each room had something going on in there.
There you go. They not feeding the homeless. Okay. They not doing none of that. They ain't renting their rooms out. That shit ain't no hotel. Okay, nah. It's party time. That's what it is.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get that. So, I mean, I'm very, very curious how we're going to get around it. But he does still have, egregious claims because now they claiming they going to have a jury. They trying to do a jury full of white women. I don't know how true it is. But a jury full of older white women. How can they
say that?
That's what they saying. Man, they say they're trying to do white women.
Nah.
Because
what they got to do anything? They just as much freaks as anybody else.
That's true.
What you talking about?
That's true. So yeah, I'm curious that see how he could switch off that personality, and then it works because it's like he changed his name already to like Brother Love and everything. Mm-hmm. So his persona is definitely like he's coming in there with that very soft persona. Then they said he went to go use the bathroom. But he was about to use the bathroom, then he let the judge know and the lawyers around him that, he's feeling nervous, trying to humanize himself.
And they were talking about how he didn't have black dye. His hair was all gray.
Gray, yeah.
Everything was gray, so he couldn't be normal to be himself. Yep. Can't bring no dye and what's it called? Men's, what the fuck is that? Dye. Anyway, can't bring that into jail.
Or Beijing?
That too.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. But you can't bring that into jail. So.
No, can't do none of that.
Yeah, I don't think his hair was cut. I think his hair wasn't cut, but he had a little shape up.
Right.
Little jailbird jump.
Yeah.
They weren't giving him time of day to look. And it's best that he didn't look like the Diddy of the past.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because if he did, he got to look like he's so devastated behind this experience and that it's his life has changed.
Yeah.
And we talking strategy here.
Like he looking done in.
Yeah, he got to look. Yeah, and at this point, he coming into the court wearing the same clothes the next day. Now they said they only allotted him 5 outfits, but I think they said he was allowed to get someone to bring some tailored clothes out. I don't know, who was in charge of that or whatnot. But he only got 5 outfits to cycle out of 8 weeks. So he got to wear
those joints. Man.
Yep, he got to wear.
I was like, just give me my jail suit.
Yeah, just give me right.
I'll wear that.
Yeah,
I'll wear that in.
Yeah, they won't allow.
Give me the orange jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can't look like he balling out of control or not. But I think that's a strategic choice. That's just my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. Now, another thing that might feel like that's going to make a difference too is they said there's a victim number 3 that's supposed to be a witness in the case. Can't find her. Can't find her. So a lot of people, it's a little chatter around whether she's bowing out, choosing not to participate. Did she get a phone call?
It's no such thing that they can't find her.
Yeah.
Not here in the United States. Mm-hmm. Not right now. Not with the FBI. If they want her, they'll find her. If she broke the law, did something to somebody, they would find her.
Okay, my question is, if they call you as a witness, do you have to come, though?
If you summon, yes.
If you summon as a witness, you have to show up as a witness.
Must.
Okay. I didn't know, because I feel like if you ain't the one that did the crime, you shouldn't have to. But I guess if you're essential to the case, as a juror is, you would have to.
If you summon, you got to be there.
Okay.
I mean, she might have left the country. That's maybe why they can't find her.
Probably.
So I got on that plane and
rolled out.
Yep.
Yeah, well, they claiming that it's his one somebody. I don't know. This is just hearsay. That his ex Gina is probably that one, and people kind of peeping her her Twitter, her Instagram, where she's saying she about to go and get peace and all that. But she definitely prior to this case actually going down the way it's going, was speaking on how he was really, abusive to her. Mm-hmm. A lot of domestic violence going on in the relationship and how he forcing, treating her bad and all that stuff. So I think she is, along with Cassie and whomever else, going to be witnesses and things like that. So, I mean, hey, if witnesses don't show up, I don't know if that's going to cause mistrials. Mm-hmm. Who knows? But we are staying on top of it. I'm on top of it. It's so much you can't help but be on top of it.
Yeah, everybody talking about it.
Yeah, it's a whole
thing.
Every
radio station, every news station, probably the newspaper, might be in your local magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't miss it. YouTube, again, TikTok, news. Twitter.
Everybody and their grandma, granddaddy, everybody. They know about it. So, y'all tell us, so far, this is the beginning, okay? They have a trial May 12th. May 12th is when the trial starts. Tell us right now in the comments if you've been following. Follow us. We're going to be following it. Is it cooked or nah in the comments? Just as a prediction, we just want to know, okay? That's it. Because we've talked about Diddy before. We got past episodes where we've had many, when this first arose. And we talked a lot about a lot of the things that's come out about him, his all the lawsuits, the civil suits that he's been hit with, how he paid Cassie off. And then another thing is how he paid her off and she's still able to be a star witness in this case.
Yeah, because the civil joint's over, right? I mean,
yeah, it's over with. She's supposed to be. I thought that was like an NDA thing, bound by NDA. Now, I mean, if they're gonna let her, cool. But I'm like, how is that gonna affect the trial?
All right, but okay, so besides hitting on Cassie in that video, what did he do wrong? He brought sex workers from one state to another.
This is an ex trafficking.
That's what they said
for ex trafficking. Yeah, so it's racketeering and ex trafficking. It's like a.
But what if they wanted to come from one state to another?
Man, that's what
and I'm sure that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, and that's what the lawyers are going to determine.
Well, and you got to have them there.
And it's
as witnesses.
It all becomes one of those things because remember what we talked about with Shannon Sharp. It's kind of like, it's like they start out okay with it. It's kind of like it's always that story where it's a subtle starting out like, oh, I'm good. This my man. All that. And okay, the freaky shit come and he may hit me one time. I'm good. Whatever. But then you good with it until you just not. I don't know where that come from because a lot of people's questioned it. And speaking of that, I don't mean to stop my thought, but Nicole Westmoreland or something, I believe that's her name. Correct me if I'm wrong. He brought on a new lawyer that has been raped. Supposedly by, I believe, Tony Braxton's ex-husband. I don't know which one of them was. But she is a lawyer on the Diddy case. So she's going to be cross-examining some of these people and speaking with some of these women and maybe men, because there's a couple men too,
right,
about their actual assault experience, and how if she's on Diddy's side, that means she's gonna cross-examine, right? So that means they're gonna have to answer to somebody who's already been through the experience and actually went and got the grape kit test, actually went and got things done on time without using money as a way to get somebody back. So that's an interesting spin, and she's black. Black woman, black lawyer, Nicole Westmoreland. So that's another interesting tidbit that I kind of found out. So we shall see how this goes, y'all, on the Diddy situation. Okay. Just let us know in the comments how you feel this is gonna go. It could go either way.
Either way.
That's how I feel. But it's so much information. What can you do? And it's about to be a 2-month long case. So.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all gonna be mad at this statement. If Diddy get off, I'll be happy. That was my man. I'm telling you, that's my man.
Jay always been all for Diddy. I mean, me honestly, I never really been for the dude. So, for me, I'm like, hey, if he don't get off, I think that's a good thing, because I think that maybe the gatekeeping in the industry, a part of it can stop. Because I feel like he's a gatekeeper. He's too high up, and he's stopping a lot of people from
getting where they need
to go because of his status. So if he move out the way, then some people could But don't move out the way, and some people because you could be fucked up. Because sometimes they'll get in and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the new Diddy. Anyways, I think we got everything covered so far on what's going on with the Diddy case. y'all, it's so many damn jurors. I'm not about to go through each juror. It's people out here actually doing that. If that's y'all steez, we ain't the one. Okay, it's just a podcast, and we gonna keep y'all updated on what's important. Okay. When they pick them jurors, then we could deal with that. But no, we're not going through 400, 500.
I wonder if they going is they going to televise it? I'm talking about TV.
They can't because there's no cameras
cameras
allowed.
Oh, they some bammers about that.
So it's always going to be somebody in there coming back and leaking whatever to the media, and that's how we'll get our news. Or
like a news person there just sitting taking notes and stuff like that.
Exactly, the stenographer.
Damn,
that's why we don't have photos. That's why they have the artists.
Okay.
You only can get you can't get real live pictures of him in court at all. Yep. You can only they have that artist. Yeah.
Why is that? For what? It's just Diddy.
Yeah. They have people in there drawing.
I'm just saying why.
Oh, because it's the rule in New York.
Oh, it's a rule in New York.
Uh-huh.
Damn, why they have it in New York?
I know, because they could have televised this joint, man.
Wasn't that Bama in Florida? They should have did it in Florida. I guess because he a resident of New York.
Right. Right. So, anyway, y'all. All right. If you stayed this long, at least for the Diddy part, like, comment, and subscribe. Me and Jay's goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for even being here and supporting our podcast. We love you and we thank you. Okay? So now we move on to our next topic. All right? And that's going to be Smokey Robinson, old ass. Why?
You know what? I seen it and I was just like, just another thing that they throwing out there in the streets. Smokey Robinson.
83.
Come
85.
on, man.
Was he 85? 83? He one of them. Either way, he's in his 80s.
And I guess they felt if they could do Bill, they could do him, I guess.
I mean, yeah, and here's the thing. And here we can't say that. We cannot say that he ain't doing what they saying he did. We can only just suspect. Okay? We can only just suspect that either it's money that because it's another civil case. You already know. But how could 4 women? You think they band together? They want $50 million.
Again, I'm gonna keep coming back. I'll keep coming back to this over and over. I don't know how many podcasts we got, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Ladies, why the F are y'all keep waiting? When somebody do something to you right then and there, you go out right then. Why you waiting 30, 28, 25, 15, 10 years? All of a sudden, they come out with some crap that happened years ago. Stop it. Stop it.
Well, okay. Well, in this case, and I get it. I get what you're saying because that's how I felt about the Shannon Sharp thing. But these ladies are saying that, okay.
It's recent?
Yes, that's recent.
He just did it? His old ass? Why you messing with his old ass anyway?
They his housekeepers. They was his house. Listen, okay.
Oh, now that makes sense. That makes sense. He probably slapping them on the cakes or something like that.
I got a hip Jay was going.
Yeah, hit me because I don't know what's going on.
All right, y'all, let me hip y'all. Okay.
Because all this is stupid.
4 housekeepers accused Smokey Robinson of sexual assault, right? So it says 4 anonymous housekeepers sued legendary Motown singer and songwriter Smokey Robinson on Tuesday for $50 million, alleging that he actually assaulted them for years while his wife covered up the abuse and contributed to a hostile work environment.
For years.
Yeah, but there was one that recently happened.
All right, but still, the 4 years is what I'm talking about.
Because they worked for him.
Damn right, and you probably kept working there because you wanted to keep getting that money. Yeah. And all of a sudden, one of them had a lip and, well, we should all stop. It could that recent one could have been saved if the ones for years said something.
That's true. So it says representatives for Robinson did not immediately respond to requests for comment, and the accusations could not be independently verified. But the plaintiffs who sued under Jane Doe pseudonyms to protect their privacy accused 85.
But you want money.
Accused Robinson 85 of sexual assault, false imprisonment, gender violence at Robinson's home in the Chatworth section of Los Angeles, starting as early as 2007 and continuing until 2024.
You hear that, Bruno? What's that? 2007. What you think about that?
The 4 women identified as Hispanic also alleged labor violations, denying them proper pay before they quit their jobs, saying they did not come forward sooner due to the shame in their culture associated with sexual assault Fear of losing their low-paying jobs and Robinson's celebrity status had them scared up.
So they came over. They probably not citizens.
Right.
And then they said, look, this is the best way we can make this money. We're going to let him slap us on the cakes and do what he want, but we going to get this money. And now he's shamming on the pay. And now they like, Oh, my
so
goodness.
the lawsuit in Los Angeles County Superior Court also named Robinson's wife, Frances Robinson, alleging she screamed at the employees with ethnically pejorative words and language. 3 of the accusers appeared wearing masks and dark glasses at a Los Angeles press conference with their lawyers, and the 4th appeared remotely. Okay, so they didn't come in. They just did it remote. Obviously, no amount of money can compensate these women for what Mr. Robinson subjected them to, but given the gravity of Mr. Robinson's despicable and reprehensible misconduct, this amount is clearly unwarranted, okay? Jane Doe 1 accused Robinson of painfully penetrating her and committing other unwanted sexual acts at least 7 times upon her to the bedroom, with the final occurrence on February 17th, 2024, 2 days before his 84th birthday.
He old as crap. 7 times. And you ain't saying nothing.
I wonder how painful his penis could have been at that age at 84. I don't know. You know, and y'all tell me if anybody has an old penis.
They got all kinds of Viagra and Hims and that stuff Shannon Sharp got.
Been using something.
Or pink horsepower.
Right.
You know what I mean? So old folks using that stuff. Come on,
yeah.
you know.
So it says the other plaintiffs accused Robinson of similar offenses with Jane Doe 2 and 3, each alleging at least 20 assaults. So their lawyers said they would welcome a criminal investigation, but yet to be contacted by the prosecutors. But yeah,
all thing I can see them doing is like at work
it.
Before you fire somebody, you build a case, and if they was doing that, let them keep doing. We're gonna just build our case up.
So they say that one of the girls said that this is what happened. He would take his wife to the nail salon, and then he would hurry up back, knowing that the one of them, okay, or 2, but I believe it was just one.
So he take that and then he hurry up.
He would hurry up, come back, and then he would get the blue room in his house set up. Because this article didn't say that, but this is the other part I heard. And then he would have her come in the blue room, and he would lay down a white towel for each one of them. So here's my thing: when y'all know he laying down that white towel, y'all know what's gonna happen, right?
Do they live there?
I know I don't know if they live there or not. It didn't say, but they're housekeepers. They said they cook, they do hair.
Cause some of them they be live in.
Yeah, some of them do live in, and they could have. But when y'all know
take your ass home.
If he taking you to the blue room and you know his wife gone to go get her nails done, women are intuitive. You know when the shit gonna happen. So you telling me his fear, his status, his fame, all of that, and the fact that y'all maybe are not even over here on visas. That could have been the situation too.
That's part of it.
Get them sent back.
That's part of it.
Whatever the situation.
That's part of it.
So y'all went ahead and sucked the peen and took the peen painfully because you felt that your job was at stake. Whatever, and he was only paying them $15 an hour.
That's trifling.
$15 an hour for that.
They probably enslaved them to death.
Let me tell y'all something. Why is it you can't bite the penis? I get it. You don't want to lose your job. But who is forcing the peen in your mouth and you don't bite it? You don't bite it. Who forcing it and you don't bite it?
No comment.
And he in his 80s. Now, I'm sure when they say years, that means he might have been in his 60s. Whatever. Either way, he's an older guy. So
exactly. Either way, 60 or 80, he's an older gentleman.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard. I'm not saying he's not strong. It's just kind of hard to believe that he's overtaken. Like, what if y'all ain't putting the fight? You know, I'm just not in disbelief. I'm not against women. I get it.
Why could you go find another job and go work for another wealthy actor, singer, or whatever, so you can get out of that situation? You got a resume. I worked with Smokey Robinson. Can I work with you? Bye, Smokey. I'm tired of you doing me.
That's how I feel. Because I'm like, out of 4 women, you telling me all of them just hung in there.
They just stayed there.
And just took the blue room and the white towel on the bed.
They took it.
Every time. Then they said he was coming. They said he was nutting on them. On their face. On all over their body. And then they said it was embarrassment and all of that. And I'm like, okay, And when are the boundaries going? Not trying to blame the women, but I'm thinking boundaries got to be kicked in at some point. Man,
look, it's Smokey. Smokey has been a sex symbol for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, you know a lot of women.
All the women back in the day love Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, married or not married, on his tours, he probably had plenty of women and plenty of nutting on them and plenty of sexual actual acts that he was doing over the years. Trust me.
Yeah, I agree.
And these Latins wanted work and they wanted money and they did what they had to do to bring that bacon home to their 15 people house.
Yeah, and they send money
back home too. Yeah, but so they did what they had to do. But I still think they just wasn't smart enough. They look. I work for. Look, I'm not gonna sit there and let any woman that if I just go work for them, torture me, and I'm not gonna get out of there. I already just say it's who can I use? Just say it's my baby mama Riri.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to work for her, and I'm her butler or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then she in there abusing me. Hell no, I'll let her abuse me for a while. I'll get my money, but I'm gonna be scheduling my way out. And I got a resume that said I work for Riri. Hey, look here, Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
I work for Riri. Can I be your butler?
Right.
And I'm out of that situation.
And you out. Yeah.
Bye.
Right, because you got a resume for working for another celeb.
There you go.
But you don't want a bad reference.
No.
No.
But see, I ain't.
What if she could boo Jack?
But it won't be bad because remember, I've been doing everything for Riri.
Right,
I've been doing my job.
Right.
She been actually assaulting me, and I'm doing whatever she want me to do.
Okay.
I ain't get mad. I ain't cuss at her or nothing.
Man, you stayed though. Yeah, but you.
No, nobody knows though. I'm just did what I had to do. And then until I found a job, they just like our real job.
Yeah.
You not gonna stay there and get. Some people stay at their job and get abused, but some people just don't leave their job and say I quit. They look for another. They stay there until they find another job.
They're gonna replace the job. They're gonna replace the job.
There you go.
That's what it is. You make the plan to replace the job.
There you go.
I get that.
That's what I'm saying.
Understandable.
Come on, Latins.
Yeah. Come on, Latins. Do you think it's a particular setting in women that makes them so docile that it's like even if they don't want it, they still take it as if they do?
Yeah, of course. Men do it too. It ain't just women. Men do it too.
But why would a man? But men are less likely to allow a woman to sleep with them if they don't want the woman. That's how I feel. Have you ever let a joint that you didn't want sleep with you? And like just rolled up on you like, nah, let me take that dick. Like you ever just let her just snatch the dick and then
no, ain't nobody just snatching it. You know what I mean? But you know, you nice. They come over. It's not what you really want. You just I really want to kick him out, but she like, oh, come on, if I was gonna get you out of here, all right.
No, yeah, because you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Here's the thing, and it's crazy because a lot of people been talking about this recently with the whole Hailey Steinfeld and Shakir. I don't know if you ever seen that Superman shit, right? But they say it seemed like if you're not attracted to a person, it comes no matter whether it's not sexual assault, it's kind of like it feels like sexual assault. It's like if a rough looking joint come up and be like, "Hey boo," and touch you in the back of the neck, you like, ugh. Like even though like you would accept that from somebody attractive, but when they looking like a hot ass mess, you like, oh no, assault. This is not even no, this ain't what I was asking for. Okay, it's just like much more disrespectful from a person that you're not attracted to compared to if you attracted, it's welcome. Oh, cause you fine. Yeah. Bring it on. Yeah. You know, but if it's not a fine one, you like, oh damn, yeah. Then you go home, you hit the Jada Pinkett when she had to fuck Nate scrubbing her body over with the hot water. I'm in a bind, Nate. And that's usually women's situation sometimes. So I do feel for these ladies, but I feel like stronger boundaries. And I think that people take this celebrity status. And they're like, oh, it's because they're a celebrity. They going to take as much as they could take.
But I'm just saying, women got to wait. Higher learning. No means no. No means no. That's all you got to say. And if Bama's supposed to get the hell up.
They supposed to, but some don't.
And they could go to jail.
Yeah, and that right, but that's when you immediately go do something.
But you don't have to go like them Latins. Yeah. No, Smokey, no. Right. No means no. Right. But if you say no and then you continue to go, and he do that and you continue to work there and go back to it and let him do it, that's on you. True. I mean, forgive me. I know some of y'all like, hey, I'm just speaking my truth.
I mean,
if you ain't say no, you obviously they ain't saying no because why they want to continue to get paid.
But $15
and he old as crap.
I know.
And you gonna sit there and listen to a 80 or 70 something year old man, and you can't tell this old ass no.
Definitely could have smushed his ass. No.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man.
Him in the face.
I can see if it's a young guy, he all young and strong and all that. Right. I get it, but he's old that. Come on now.
But he's a
$15 an hour. And you need to be on your calculator like, wait a minute, is this worth it?
But he ought to be ashamed of himself though when he doing that to his wife. His wife ain't giving him no cootie cat.
Oh no, probably not. You know that. Come on now. They get up in that age that the sex is done.
Nothing happening.
Yeah, it ain't nothing happening. That's a lot of that's probably 80% of relationships. You know, once they you meet y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, your girlfriend, boyfriend, y'all still doing it. Yep. And then it start tapering off. Then you get married. This, I'm tired. Turn over. Where my food? Fuck you. You know. And so you mean to tell me after 50 or 60 years of marriage, y'all ain't smashing like that, like no jackrabbits like y'all did when y'all was 20 or 30. Not happening. No, that's over.
Oh no, that's finished.
He want a young thing. Yeah. He don't want the same. He remember you how he remember you in the back in the day. Yeah. But once everybody change, you gonna change. I'm gonna change. When we 70 or 80, we not gonna look this young and good. Nah. And nobody
or be as physically inclined.
Right. You know, so they looking at you like and then but when you watching TV, when you got all these beautiful women on TV in these movies and they sitting there looking, I was looking at one Facebook post and it was about the NFL draft and they showed the NFL guys. I think they went to the Met Gala.
Oh yeah.
Right. Met Gala. And my man from the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, white boy, right? Pretty old white boy and shit, right? White lady was on that joint, and she like, only if I was 70. She said, only if I was 40 years younger, I would tear him up. Yeah. And obviously, she's sitting there looking at her husband like, I wish I had Joe Burrow. That young tender thing.
Yeah, young. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And people got to stop lying that they don't do that shit.
I'm trying to tell you,
they do.
She probably ain't smashing him, but if Joe Burrow show her at the door and she could smash him, she would do scrub and do everything she can so she could be ready to smash him all night long.
Facts. Yeah.
Same thing with the men.
Yeah. Because the desire is still there for some people.
There you go.
I mean, it's nice and it's realistic that at your elder age, if you say, it's nice if you could say that, oh, no, I still want my partner the same way. Or if you're single, no, I don't never look I never look at a person who's 10 years younger than me and think, oh, they're attractive. You know, I think that's unrealistic. I just think that at the end of the day, of course, there's such things as morals and ethics, and I think you should not act on what you think. That's why the lady said, if I was 70 years younger, I would. And believe me, in her head, she thinking like how she would have when she was 70 years younger. Yeah. But she just can't, you know. But when people have money and status and everything, it's possible for them in any way. He really, Smokey could have got him some prossies.
Yeah, very easily. With the money he got. Yeah,
with the money he got.
Very easily.
Yeah.
But that was easy access for him because they right there.
They're already in the house.
And he hadn't spent no money.
He had more time, too, because they already there.
Yeah.
Well, if he hurry up, get his wife to the nail salon, even though I know them. Like, did they not have a driver so she could go to the salon? I don't know. But, and then he could come back and just hurry up and do what he need to do. But then they said, he said, no, the girls was like, oh, yeah, he had the wife mistreating them. I know damn well you telling me the wife felt the need to mistreat these women for no reason. What he was telling them?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just.
Oh, well, she could probably see some stuff too.
Yeah.
And they probably young things. They probably not like 50-year-old maids or whoever, or housekeepers.
Because we don't know the age.
They could have been like 25 or 30.
Yeah.
But they still, Latins.
Yeah.
They different.
Yeah.
But she probably see him like, why you pull that, get that skirt by your knees. You know what I mean?
Something like
your
that.
Your skirt a little too,
I can't wait to hear how old these women are. I would really like to know.
Now, my question is, where is he wearing rubs on all of them? And if he wasn't, shame on him.
Wasn't.
Oh, so he was just mashing all of them with no rubs.
No rubs.
So that means he definitely wasn't hitting his wife.
No, he wasn't.
Come on now.
No rubs. He was enjoying them joints, no rubs. Okay?
Come on.
And that's another thing, too, for me. That'd be a violation. Like, damn, you're going to do it. At least protect you. I don't know what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Because they say that elder people, they have a high rate of STDs and stuff. Herpes.
Because they be in these assisted livings and they all together. They can't go nowhere. They ain't bored. They got nothing else to do.
They pick it a litter right there.
Smashing each other.
Yeah.
Bored.
And what else we going to do? Okay? Smash you right on the glory. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe in this case. And it's hard to take serious because he's old. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not that I'm not taking it serious. I just think that it's so many of these things coming out. And I do believe that, hey, at the end of the day, where there's smoke, there's fire. If you're doing something wrong, it's bound to come out. But I think also, too, why every time it come out, it's always civil. It's not Tony Busby. So that's the good thing. It's a different lawyer this time. But when it come out, it's like, oh, we want $50 million. We want this much. It's like, why is it always civil? What happened? All this time went by, and now you just want money for your pain and suffering?
Man, look. It's go like I said before, this won't be the first name, it won't be the last. I got an over-under bet on FanDuel. Next one probably gonna be Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Eddie did this 28 years ago.
I know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
This ain't gonna be the first, and it won't be the last. And there's some idiot out there waiting their turn.
Yeah, man.
Waiting their turn.
I would say that I think when people,
ain't that right, Bruno?
I think when people come into the industry, especially for the men, they need to be much more careful now. Now that y'all see,
oh yeah, definitely.
Please, all these young ones like Usher and Chris Brown, all that, be careful.
Yeah.
Because you may think that this girl, like what happened to Shannon Sharp, you think this one just nasty and she down with what you down with, and then guess what? 10 years later, she over there hitting the joint off of Sprung with Paula J. Parker. I don't know if you watched that movie Sprung.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a classic.
Smashed the shit out of what's his name, Joe Torre in that room. Everything, had her legs up, flip, all that. Next thing you know, she was in court. He showed me. He touched it like this. I mean, and she was in there looking like old grandma.
Yeah.
She was looking like a slut at the party. Went in there at the court. She was old grandma. Girl next door. Innocent.
The men go always get the other end of the stick. Trust me. Trust me.
Look, nigga done went to jail with his skivvies on, just drawers, everything, all because she took his car. All type of shit went on that night. And literally, and luckily, he wasn't no dude with a lot of money, but it's like, it can happen that simple. Not saying all women do that. I do get that there are real victims out there. And I would
most definitely.
I will hope and pray that these women are not just doing a money grab. Because that's just for women.
Well, it's civil suits. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Money grab.
Because
if you really that mad, like Jay-Z told the other shorty, criminal joint then. Mm-hmm. If you ain't gonna do criminal, get the F out of my face.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no money over here.
Because it's guaranteed if it's criminal. Because guess what? If his sperm and his DNA is up in you, and you understand, a lot of these people are going in these people raw. Your sperm is in there, on the skin, all that. You can go straight after that. Oh, I'm about to go home. And go straight to the hospital.
But you can still get money after the criminal. You can go civil, just like they did Kelly.
Yeah.
You can still get your money.
Yeah.
But come on now. If it's that serious, go criminal.
I do believe he was being nasty with him, but I believe I feel like there was a certain amount of acceptance. And I think that a lot of times that's how it starts. Women, the thing is, you got to not accept it from the start. At the end of the day, you got to set that shit straight from the beginning. I think this is where people get upset about, is that they don't state their intentions in the beginning. Soon as he would have came on to the first one, she should have been like, let me tell you something. I will bust you upside the head right now. Yep. Okay? And that's just simple as that. You're not going to get shit out of me. And the woman who does that, nothing happens to her.
Nope.
Nothing happens to that woman. It's always the woman who's like, okay, they go ahead and just willingly, docilely accept what's happening instead of fighting. Because guess what? It would have been a fight with me. Okay? I already know some women, it would be a fight. Some women, all right, I'll go down there, all right, and I'll bite that mother. You feel me? And he would have never touched her again. That's how that go. And then if you have to lose your job, oh well, at least you lose it with integrity.
Yeah.
And then you could say, I lost my job because this mofo tried to actually assault me or put me in a certain specific position. All that being scared because they're a celebrity and all that other stuff. Come on now. Like, you not a celebrity. You just clean up and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. So the people who like, oh, I'm out here and they could ruin my name. But these ladies don't sound like they were any celebrity or anything. They just worked for him. It could clean any house, anywhere.
Right.
You know, you don't have to clean his or be in his doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I get it that y'all got families and stuff to feed, but you got to also say, you know what, I need to do what I need to do for my dignity. It's not always, it's frowned upon. Everybody don't want to do it, but you got to be strong in the beginning, and that's what I say. I understand these ladies can be victims or whatever, but at the same time, a lot of these men get led into believing, especially the celebrity men, because they got money. Oh, yep. I could get any woman I want, and that's how he looking at it. Yep. So he thinking of just in the house want him too. Yep. They massaging his back or bringing him in food and looking good or whatever, you know, enticing him, and then they get in there and then boom, you never know. You don't know two sides of the story. Nope. They don't make him look good, but then they say there was other cases that they settled in the past too. But see, once they settle the cases, they can't come back out. They can't
come back with it, yeah.
So who knows? I really do hope Smokey, at his old age, he don't need to be going to jail or he don't need to be losing all his money. They say he's worth $150 million. So, hey, I think he got it. That's still not a lot. I mean, yeah, but he was paying 4 people $15 an hour. Like,
yeah, but what are they suing for?
$50 million.
Yeah, so then he down to 100.
Yeah.
That still won't hurt.
Yeah, well, that's.
But
that's
he 80-something years old. But he 80-something years old. What do you need all that money for in the first place?
Exactly.
You really should be downgrading.
He need to stop before he get a heart attack. If he is busting nuts like that all the time, stop it. You're gonna have a heart attack. Okay, your heart can't take that.
Yep.
All right. We just doing you a favor. Okay, you could be out here doing a couple more tours, saving up your sexual energy, man. Come on. All right, y'all. So that's it. Anything else, bro? Before we close this out?
Oh man, I'm good, man. Just ready for the summer.
All right, and I'm ready. I'm ready too. It's just too hot in the summer.
It is.
But y'all, look, we trying to get 1,000 subscribers. Our goal is 1,000 subs. If you stayed this long, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right. Remember, 10 p.m. is usually, I think it's 10, 11 p.m. now, right?
Yeah, be 10 at night.
Yeah, new podcasts are posted. We also post on Google Podcasts and Spotify. So y'all, please tune in. Follow us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, all those things, okay? We love y'all. I'm Meesh. To left me is my bro Jay. And Bruno.
We
up out of here, y'all. Peace.